Hello everybody, this is Gold Glee Gamer 1 and Dyne, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI.
And introducing guest commentator Nisa for Heroing of Justice for Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II race. Be sure to watch that. If not, go ahead and continue watching this, where we take on the Guardian for great justice. Take off every zig. I felt like doing something a little different today.
Well, good on you.
But the Guardian is actually an enemy you can encounter in the World of Balance. However, it is undefeatable in the World of Balance. But this time you are actually supposed to fight it. It is a standard machine. It is just basically weak against lightning and water, as described there. It has pretty much all of the attacks that most of the machine enemies in here have had. And Sabin hit the jackpot. In terms of healing, too, even better. This guy is the last regular boss in the tower, and he's actually not that hard.
Yeah, I tell you, I had to do some heavy editing for this one. This one video because I actually get to 2 of the last 3 bosses before Kefka.
Oh yeah, because while I said this is the last regular boss, you have the 3 super bosses before him. And why is a machine utilizing tentacles as its attack? Is Ultra secretly piloting that thing?
Bro, I'm back at the Colosseum working as a receptionist. I told you, that was our last battle.
Yeah, whatever happened to Bannon anyway?
According to the developers, it's up to your imagination. A lot of people think he died, some people think he survived and is just in hiding.
Yeah, after Bannon leaves us, we never see him again.
Well, since he and Arvis are never seen again after the World of Balance, I think it's safe to assume they died in Vector. Be confused, he's already dead.
Well, it's a good thing Sabin has the offering currently.
Yep, he's doing about 3,000 total per attack. Everyone's slowed down.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, a little over 3,000.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy kind of changes out his attack patterns, so if you're familiar with how Smithy operates in the final battle of Super Mario RPG, it's kind of like that.
Oh, yeah, I've beaten Smithy lots of times.
Yep, his attack patterns change based on what programs he's running. You may notice he's back to the tech laser.
Yeah, because, you mean for some programs he's immune and weak to some things.
He mostly changes up his attack patterns. I don't know if his weakness changes, because he stays a machine every time, so he's doing battle program again. He'll probably start hitting...
Oh, so all his forms actually determine his defense.
More like his attack pattern. Yeah, his defense hasn't changed at all. Sabin's still doing the same amount of damage.
Because like with the Smithy fight, like some of Smithy's heads are stronger than others.
Yep, this is a more simplified version of that. Oh, goodbye, Sabin.
Ow!
That was a brutal one.
New damage limit record done by an enemy.
Yeah, what up with that? What up with that?
Okay, Umaro, I think it's up to you. Throw yourself. Nope, not quite. Yep, it was up to him. He made it. It's really funny because if Umaro has the Rage Ring equipped and he's unable to throw anybody else, he can throw himself. And yes, the save point is mercifully given to you at this point.
It's a good thing, too.
Yeah, and I think a save point is unlocked after defeating each of the rest of the bosses, too. I could be wrong on that, but...
No, you're not wrong.
Okay.
I've seen them.
Yep, even though I know this game for almost 20 years of experience now, I still don't have every single detail memorized. Okay. Doom, whose name was altered for the US release. I think his original name is Fiend.
Do they use the same English names in the Eternal Crystals?
Some of them are the same, some of them are different. For example, Death Gaze is Doom Gaze in the US version, but Death Guise in the Eternal Crystals. And, he's trolled me so much when I fought him in the side video recorded this past weekend. Doom actually has a unique lore that can only be learned here by Strago, so if he's not in this party, there's no way he can get it after defeating this guy. And poor Realm was frozen. Of course, you may notice the super boss music is playing.
Yep. Yeah, we heard this for the first time back at the Floating Continent.
Yep, and this is basically a climax battle. And it's probably best for Mog to just attack. He really can't do much else. Celeste should...
Because his dance won't work?
Well, it will work, but you want him on backup healing duty. Yeah, since Ice was healing this guy, hit him with fire.
Okay, so I guess it would mean it would not be a good idea to bring Gao or Omaro into this fight.
Well, you could if they're strong enough, but
well, their rage attacks are pretty strong.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, while Mog's dances are handy in certain situations, the fact that he goes uncontrollable, I'll say, not quite berserk, makes him a liability if he dances in battles that last potentially long periods of time. And fortunately, this guy's utilizing ice-based attack, which Mog is thankfully absorbing. Unfortunately, he's still taking heavy physical damage.
Yes, so Mog, that means he's immune to ice.
Pretty much. He's probably got the ice shield equipped.
I know, I think one of the female allies is actually immune to fire, too.
Probably because it has a flame shield equipped. And yeah, I don't know if this was specified. If you go into the menu and double-click an item to select it, you can view the details of such as who can equip it, what elements is strong against, what elements is weak against, and so on.
We might have went over that in a previous part.
Yep. Because for some bosses, if you know they're going to utilize a specific element, okay, everyone has been put into the back row, so they'll do half damage from physical attacks except for Locke, because he has a long-range weapon, but they'll take half damage as a result. And I lost my train of thought, otherwise. Oh, shoot. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Basically, if you know what an elements a boss utilizes and prepare your equipment ahead of time to pretty much absorb everything it throws at you, you can take on bosses well under-leveled. And in fact, that's the recommended approach for any low-level run of this game.
Yeah, well, too bad I'm not a speedrunner, because speedrunners do really well with low-level runs.
Oh yeah, that's the goal. And too bad I didn't get to watch the full speed run of this during that marathon I mentioned a couple videos back. I got to watch all of 4 and 5, but had to leave before I could watch all of 6.
Yeah, I believe I checked on SDA. I think the fastest speed run on SDA is less than 5 hours.
Yep. The winning team on that marathon also did less than 5 hours. I think they were the only ones, too. I'll just have to go and watch it. So it's twitch.tv RPG Limit Break. It was a very awesome race.
Yep. And with that in mind, this means that this game is shorter than Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Well, simply because it has less cutscenes. You have 4 hours of cutscenes alone in Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, because last I checked on SDA, a speed run of Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door is over 7 hours.
Yep, most of that is probably just skipping cutscenes and avoiding battles.
Oh, so that's a game that does not allow cutscenes to be skipped.
Okay, there's that ability I was talking about, Force Field. It will add a barrier that will completely nullify a specific element for the entire duration of the battle. And I have to laugh because he cast Fire 3 on Locke, did 0 damage, and it thawed him out. But since he's reflecting, it's best to just hit him with physical attacks for now. Because that's what happened when his aura started shaking. And we're going to scan Mog.
Yeah, because even though I meant to scan Doom.
Well, he got reflect on, so Eddie, ooh, ouch.
So which means we're not going to find out how much HP he has, or his weakness.
Well, I think he scanned him at the start of the battle, but I don't remember what it said. Yeah, he is kind of made himself immune to physical attacks. He's reflecting magic, and I don't think I've ever seen the battle last long enough for this to happen. Which is interesting. Okay, so he's running targeting on Mog. A way to get around this is he used that at killing finishing attack. A way to counter that is if he targets someone, cast Vanish on them. That will make them avoid all physical attacks. And looked like his reflect has gone down. Yep, so he's taking damage again, thankfully. That Demon Rage, still there. Did even more damage this time.
Yeah, well, this is actually a game that tells you when his FP is, or MP actually is gone.
Yeah, but enemies can have upwards of 5 digits worth of MP, so
we can only have 3.
Yep, if you survive that long, kudos to you. But yeah, there are a couple bosses where it's actually smarter to drain all their MP using Rasp and Osmos, because that's actually what they're weak against. And in terms of...
Wait, that's what they do?
Yep. Rasp will just cause them to lose MP. Osmos drains it to your team.
Wait, does it work on all bosses?
Not all of them. There are some that rely heavily on magic attacks. Examples are Tritouch and the Ultima weapon from the Floating Continent. Those are the 2 big ones.
Okay, so Rasp and Osmos, like, some bosses are immune to it.
Yes. Or they just don't take out enough MP to really be worth the effort.
Yeah, so, but do any of the Kefka phases, does it work on any of the Kefka phases?
No, not really worth it for them. For most of those, you can just get by with your physical attacks. Because those, it's basically a matter of outlasting them.
I have a feeling about that, because you gotta think, for a final boss, Kefka is obviously too smart for that.
Yes! I outwit you on every turn! You've had more game overs than parts in these videos! Actually, I'll have to count on that to make sure that's an accurate statement. Yeah, he's just nullifying elements left and right now. But he's probably almost dead, because he uses that aura shaking ability. If I remember correctly, either halfway dead or 2/3 of the way dead.
Yeah, do I regret not looking up on GameFAQ's HP count just so I can keep score with a calculator? Yeah, I probably do.
Poor Mog. He's just been the target. Yep, down he goes. Yeah, Realm's weapon must be at least Pearl Element because she stopped doing damage on him, but that's okay. Realm is not a physical fighter anyway. 10 magic points, Blade or Doom. Sky Render, that is Kyan's best weapon.
Oh. Then maybe I should make it a point to equip him with it.
Exactly. So another save point. And we got time for at least one more boss fight. Rest up, use those tents wisely. Okay, this is the Goddess. And she actually has extra clothing in this version rather than in the original version. She just has less of those ribbons covering her. But this is the only fight of the 3 statues where it is a side attack. So if you hit her from behind, she will take extra damage. Oh, Edgar, do not attack. Use your tools for healing her. She also has that Protect Me ability, which will cause one of your teammates to throw him or herself in front of her. Yep, so long as Edgar uses his tools and not hit himself, including cast Holy on himself.
Yeah, so, this was the one boss, like I said, that I had to do a lot of editing on, because, I sucked at this for the longest time during recording.
Well, yeah, I can see what's going on, of course, with her Protect Me ability. You have to use attacks that get around that. I think Edgar's tools get around that, and of course hitting her with Edgar's Holy Lance is healing her. But I always found Goddess to be the easiest of the 3.
Oh, well, okay, just wait till this one attack.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Might hit Gal. And Terra absorbs lightning. Jeez. Yeah, as long as Edgar Let's not try to instant kill her. The chainsaw will hurt more than the drill. Usually the risk versus rewards for scenario.
Here it comes.
She's attacking us with cloudy weather! Curse will follow you for... I actually don't remember this attack.
Yes, this really presses you for time because, like, if you're not fast enough, you're done for.
Oh yeah, the way to counter this is if you have life 3, cast it on somebody.
Yeah, I didn't think of doing that. I always thought of doing, like, if someone's dead then when she casts the overcast, it will not affect them as long as you get them back up.
Exactly. Oh, and Strago zombified. So Strago's zombie is removed. The countdown's already done.
Yes, so which means like if whoever's still standing is not affected by the curse, then you're still alive.
Right. So long as Strago's zombie can be removed in time, which I doubt.
Nope.
Game over. 3-course meal for death. "80 minutes later." I think that's the longest one we've seen yet.
Yeah, that's pretty much how long this took for me. Yeah, can you believe I spent that long on this one fight?
Yes. Yeah, Strago doesn't have a lot of magic, but he has a few lures that'll help.
Yeah.
She doesn't absorb water, thankfully.
It really came in handy in that burning house back at the Mesa.
Oh yeah, the game is nice enough to give you a water-based one that hits all enemies, and every enemy in there is weak against water.
Well, because everyone knows that water and fire don't mix.
Mm-hmm, except in Pokemon, where grass is weak against... I actually don't know the elemental... the weaknesses on Pokemon, but... From what people were saying is, take everything you know about Final Fantasy weaknesses and throw it out the window. I think it's like fire is strong against grass, grass is strong against steel, steel is strong against water, that sort of thing. I honestly don't know. There's ground type and dragon type and ghost type and psychic type in there. "Edgar, yours is the drill that will pierce the goddess." And that sounded so dirty, but I had to do the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann reference. Okay, jeez. I don't know why I couldn't remember that for a second there.
Alright, so, judging by what you saw, we're going to have some chance to get out of this curse.
Now, again,
chance.
Yep, hit Strago with a Revivify.
But it better register in the next 4 seconds.
Oh, yeah. And goodbye, Gao. Or, yeah, he's zombified. Or, is Gao zombified?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, there goes the counter. Still had the counter on for a second there.
Okay, so it registered, which means Strago's gonna keep us alive.
Yep, he needs that quickly. Goodbye, Terra.
Yep, but we're gonna get her back.
Goodbye, Edgar. Thought I noticed some activity upstairs. Don't know if my dog's awake. Quasar! One of the coolest looking abilities in the game. Another one that Strago can learn. But is not unique to the goddess, thankfully. And love token. She's gone lesbian on us. Why are you hitting yourself now, Edgar? You know, one of the trickiest things on here is keeping track of which way she's actually facing. I kind of lost track.
Okay, so now Terra is near to full health, so she's got a chance to take us home.
Okay, whoever her lower hand is pointing at is the way she's facing. Or, yeah, the group she's facing. Oh, yep, but she's still protecting her. Fortunately, magic gets around that. And she absorbs lightning. Thank you for the healing her the rest of the way. Another thunder-based attack. Does no damage to Tina Terra. Oh, I've just given up on trying to keep track of name versions on different names at this point.
Yeah, what's the point?
Well, like, they called her Tina in Japan because Tina sounds more exotic to them, but they changed it to Terra so it would sound more exotic to American players.
Yep. And after over an hour, it's now over.
In the words of Strong Bad, it's over! Excalibur. One of the best sword weapons in the game. Several people can equip it. And I actually recommend it if you're gonna take Edgar into the final fight with the gauntlet and offering given to him. Give him the Excalibur, or give him the third statue boss drops the best spear in the game, so you can give that to him too, whichever's stronger.
Okay. Oh, and I think we're at the end.
Just about. Got 7 seconds left. 6.
Until next
5,
time, this is Gold League
4,
Gamer 1 and
3,
Dyne. Later,
2,
folks.
1. And